Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 29th through August 4th. This is a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to go ahead and see what's going on in the week ahead for you guys. We've got the new moon midweek. We'll see how that's going to be affecting you energy-wise, if at all. Let's go jump right on in. And after we do our little mermaid theme here, I'm going to pull a homework card for you from a different deck at the end. And people in the private readings have been asking me to use the money deck again. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to get a money affirmation at the end of the reading. So be sure to stick around for that. Sagittarius, as I'm shuffling your cards, they do feel a little bit stuck to me. Like, see how they keep getting stuck? So you might be conflicted about a decision right now. You might be having a hard time making your mind up about something. You may even be delaying making a decision because the energy here is a little bit stuck as I'm shuffling. You may be conflicted about something or having a hard time about something, but we're gonna connect here and see what's coming up. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so let's get right on into it. You have Six of Wands coming up in the beginning of the week. So maybe you're feeling conflicted about something, but you are going to be coming into victory. Sometimes that stuck energy can also be that you might have felt like there's been a bit of a block, or you might have felt like there have been people in the way in some way, or there have been competing goals. Whatever the obstacle has been, Monday, Tuesday is telling us that you're overcoming something, right? Sagittarius, you all are a fire sign. Six of Wands is a card of fire. It's fire energy. So it's victorious energy. I do feel for some of you, it's coming out in a way where you felt in some way like your reputation was on the line, and you're having some kind of like being validated or like redeemed in some way. Like this is personal, in other words. This feels to make it like it's something that was like personal, but something is being set straight. You're coming out on top in the situation, and you're going to have victory in the situation. As I'm looking at the cards too, I feel something is happening here where a lot of you may even be receiving messages from loved ones who've passed on, either through just like intuitively or through dreams or things of that nature, or seeing little signs that are letting you know that they're around. Some of you may be smelling certain smells, like you might smell the smell of somebody's perfume that they used to wear when they were living, or something like that. But I feel some of you are also receiving messages, and you're receiving like these little nods from the universe letting you know that you're being watched over, that you're loved, that your loved ones on the other side are here for you during this time. And when something like that comes up in a reading, it lets me know that you're at a very significant crossroads. And especially when you have a lot of family members that have passed on that are showing up, like when you have like family coming in as guardian angels, it tells me that you're about to have a really massive breakthrough, like coming out of some kind of like family blocks. Some people refer to this as generational curses. So this is a really big victory. This is a really big triumph. Your guardian angels, your guides, your family who've passed on, they're watching over, they're cheering you, they're rooting for you, and they're helping you during this process. This is like a really big personal victory, I'm feeling, in some way for many of you Sagittarius on Monday, Tuesday. Your Wednesday, Thursday is, if I could pick it up, Temperance. So Temperance is a card about patience. It is a major arcana card. And when major arcana cards come up, this is a really big, significant crossroads. So it's not something that's going to be summed up in a day or two. It's not like you're going to finish that cycle in 2 days. But we can know that this temperance thing is starting for you midweek. Now, this new moon energy is going to make a lot of people really impulsive, really eager to get out there and to do new things. And if you're already an eager person in Sagittarius, you guys know that, you guys have really big personalities and you really are very bold, in positive, lovable ways, obviously. That this could be making you a little bit irritable. Having this impulsive moon energy on top of it might be making you a little bit moody or a little bit irritable, and you might need to practice patience midweek. For some of you, what's happening is you have this big victory that's coming in, and you're impatient because you want to hurry up on to the next thing. It's like, okay, I won the battle, now I'm ready for the war, right? But Temperance is saying easy there, Tiger. Like just, one thing at a time, but not just one thing at a time. You got to leave some space in between these things sometimes. So you might need to just be a little bit patient about the next thing coming your way. What it is will be significant. It will be something that's going to be going on into your foundation and building your life. Sometimes the Temperance card can indicate that there's a divine energy working through you. You're coming into a time of calling. Sometimes it's like you're making a career change, or you're going into work which is actually connected to your life purpose, which are not two things that always go hand in hand. A lot of people will come to me for a life purpose reading, and what they're really asking me is, what should I do for work? What's the right career for me? Your career and your life purpose are not always the same thing. For some people, it's the same thing, but not for everyone. Those are two different energies for many people. But for Sagittarius, many of you, something is happening where you're coming into a career path that's directly linked to your life purpose. And so as a result, it might be slow getting going. It might be slow getting started because it's a really big, significant shift. And it may take some time for some of you. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card is 8 of Wands. Okay? So this is creativity. This is communication. This is passion. This is moving forward. So you do have forward movement coming in. Temperance is letting us know that it's going to be, even though it's moving forward quickly, it's going to be a long process. You might have the action, you might have the flow, but this is something long lasting. This is long haul kind of energy, but you're going into it. You're going into it full speed. 8 of Wands also makes me feel, for some of you, you're going to have more than one opportunity coming in, or some of you are going to find yourself in high demand. That's not usually a feeling I get with 8 of Wands, but for whatever reason, I'm feeling that for you, Sagittarius, in this week's reading. So if you are somebody who's self-employed or an independent contractor, or if there's something you maybe do on the side in addition to your regular job, you might find that all of a sudden you're getting a lot of inquiries. You might have a lot of people touching base with you, trying to figure out if you're available, what your rates are, what you can do, when you can start, how long things will take. You might have a lot of people asking you a lot of questions because they're wanting to work with you, or they're wanting to seek out your services. This can be overwhelming for some of you, but it is a good problem to have. And for whatever reason, I do feel that a lot of you are having many options come to you at once. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your money card, your money affirmation. And as always, guys, those of you who are curious about the decks that I'm using, you can go ahead and check out the links in the description of the video. It'll show you, it'll take you to the deck. So if you wanted to have your own little money affirmation deck, you can hop on there and go ahead and grab one for yourself. But let's see what your card is. And you have patience. How funny. We were just saying how that was going to be a theme for you, to be a little bit patient, and this card just summed it up. I love it when that happens, when we receive confirmation in that way. As always, I encourage you to take a screenshot of the card, maybe pause, stare at it, see what shapes, colors, things are jumping out at you, and how that resonates with you, or what it makes you think of. This is a great exercise to connect with your own intuition and to find messages very personal to you, even when you're doing something like watching a general reading, okay? It's a great way of tuning in and getting a little bit more personal messages. The patience, what's jumping out to me is those different colored leaves. So like keeping in mind everything has a season, everything has a cycle. You know, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not slow. You're not broken. It's like it's the nature of the flow and the cycle. So the patience there in that way. Obviously, we have this man here in meditation, so you know it might be a good idea for you to find ways to find your zen, to find your ways to center yourself, whatever that might be, so that the time can pass more enjoyably for you. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over and see what's coming in for your affirmation. I am patient, persistent, and disciplined in pursuing my goals. Okay, some of you are like, well, why does this even have to be a thing for my money affirmation? This is stupid. Why can't I have an affirmation that says I have a ton of money and it's here now? Or like, because that would make a Sagittarius thing. Like, why can't we just get to the point? Why do I have to have a patience affirmation? I'm going to explain to you why this is important. The impatience has been blocking your abundance. And it's because something will be happening and we'll be very optimistic, we'll be excited, but then we feel it's taking too long to hurry up and get here. And then we're like, oh, it's never going to happen. Forget it. I don't want it anymore. It's not going to happen. It's been so long. If it hasn't happened by now, it's not going to happen. And we begin to push it away. So this is why it's important for you to cultivate this patience so that it no longer blocks you. I always say with the affirmations, it's excellent to do them the first thing in the morning, right when you wake up every single morning. The last thing to do every single night before you go to sleep, because your brain is going through like a transition. It's switching modes at that time, and to plant the seed at that time is really going to help it take root and help you to rewire your thinking, so you're thinking in a way that's going to be, you know, helping you clear out any kind of blocks. Really, guys, watch your moon sign and rising sign video too, because some weeks they may resonate with you more. You may also really like the affirmations that are available and those for you this week. And some of you I know are looking for more love info. You're like, I want to know more about my love life. On this channel, I do love reading separately, because every single person has more to them than just their love life. And sometimes people get so focused on love, they forget about themselves. And I don't want you to forget about yourself, Sagittarius. So that's why you had your own little reading here, and then you can connect with the love readings by clicking on the love link in the description of the video. You may need a private reading. I'm more than happy to do that. If you click on the Calendly link, it will take you to the online scheduling, and you'll be able to schedule a reading with me there. I thank you so very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, Sagittarius.